Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at LEHMAN Catholic High School to bring you high school boys varsity soccer, where the BOTKINS Trojans will take on the LEHMAN Catholic Cavaliers. Tonight's game is brought to you by First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All Glaze Audiology, NKTelco, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Holman Interiors, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dart County, Rachel's Cakes, and Speedway Lanes, bringing you tonight's match between BOTKINS and LEHMAN on the Cavaliers' home field. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Brandon Koberman, for tonight's matchup between these two rivals. Just up and down I-75, the Trojans come in at 1-0-1. They defeated Miami East 3-2. They tied Bellefontaine 1-1. The Trojans, of course, have an outstanding program, a great tradition, and reached the state semifinals a year ago, Brandon, and the Trojans have a lot of power back this year. Yeah, they do, and looking at BOTKINS, coming off that state Final Four appearance, Coach Kevin Lynch talked greatly about his upperclassmen. This team, when we look at their starters, are filled with upperclassmen, juniors and seniors down the board. When you talk about players like Zane Paul, for example, goalkeeper Carson Motter, who's a sophomore, who he's raved about. He's talked positively about those players in particular, but he just raves about the veteran leadership that this team has, even though they've lost some seniors off last year's state semifinal team. He thinks his team can repeat that run from last year if they just stick together and can make it through the season. LEHMAN Cavaliers, on the other hand, they lost to Milton Union in their opener earlier this week, 3-1. It's a team that lost 7 seniors or so. So this year, I'm not going to say that it's a rebuilding year, but there are some gaps to fill for the Cavaliers with some new players. Yeah, it's kind of just a little different over here for LEHMAN. They're looking on a little more of a not like a retooling process, but just fitting in new players. Just a little over 500 last year. New coach Mark Maloney takes place for over Coach Cameron Jock. This looks like a solid team here. They returned their goalkeeper Will Boisard from last year. We'll see how these new young pieces fit in for the Cavaliers. This is a team that can make a little run in the sectional, maybe in the district and regional tournament if they can get hot. LEHMAN's always had a good soccer tradition, and we know we did their girls game the other night. The girls team always has a good soccer tradition. Their guys do as well. This should be a great matchup here tonight. LEHMAN and BOTKINS and boys soccer coming up next here on NKTelco Sports. We'll be back right after this.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
LEHMAN and BOTKINS just about ready to do battle in boys soccer action from LEHMAN. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight, sponsored by Keyhole Pizza. First for the visiting BOTKINS Trojans.
Thank you, Dave. They just want to go out and play the game. Coach Lynch talked about that, just getting kind of their feet wet this season. They want to learn on the fly, with this having no scrimmages, They need to learn fast and pick up from 2019's success from being a state Final Four team. They are a team that has a target on their back.
And keys to the game for the home team, the Lehman Cavaliers.
They want to play strong, tight defense because BOTKINS can score, particularly on Zane Paul. And they also need good play from their bench. They want to rotate guys in and out and try to beat BOTKINS with their depth. They want to limit BOTKINS' offensive firepower and find momentum early in this game.
Okay, action is underway, and Lehman and BOTKINS doing battle. Let's take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. First for the visiting BOTKINS Trojans. There you see their lineup, as Brandon said, state semifinalists a year ago. And here's the Lehman Cavalier lineup, and as always, the Cavaliers have a strong tradition as well. And our lineups tonight brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. Trojans with the ball first, as they'll work the ball in the perimeter as they near center field. Down the middle, but it'll be kicked away there by the Cavaliers. But with the Zane Paul, we'll get it for BOTKINS, and Lehman will try and kick it back out as it's handled there by the Trojans. Lehman dressed in blue and gold with white trim. BOTKINS in their white, black, and gold trim uniforms. One thing that we anticipate that Lehman will try and play a very strong defensive game against this very high-powered Trojan offense. As there you see Zane Paul with the ball. Tries to get it inside. There's the shot by number 14. Shot will go in, and score from the left side, number 5. And that's Justin Shuga with a made goal. So Shuga's on the board first. Forward senior for BOTKINS, and with 37-48 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Take a look at that one again. Replays tonight brought to you by Winners Replay. Winners meets. And Shuga with the first score at the 37-48 mark here in the first half of play.
And that was just a nice job of BOTKINS working the ball in the box fast, being aggressive. Zane Paul's the guy that's going to get this team going. He's the school's all-time leader in goals scored. And it was a great way of Lehman working in the box, being aggressive, and getting ahead early. Now let's see how Lehman responds. They said one of their keys is to stop BOTKINS' momentum, and BOTKINS has had all of it here in the first 2.5 minutes.
Lehman's on the attack. Be picked up by Motter. He'll toss it out in the flank as BOTKINS brings it up. Dalton Lane gets a pass up to number 10, Adam Hall. Number 15, John Schmock with it back over to the left side. Shot and a score right away, and that's Zane Paul. So the assist goes to Schmock, and Paul with the goal. And that one happens just 38 seconds later at the 37-10 mark, as Paul puts BOTKINS up by 2. Take a look at the replay one more time.
Any compliment there. It was just a nice job by number 15, John Schmock, getting the ball right to their main cog, Zane Paul, right there. Easy enough, and right away, BOTKINS offense wreaking havoc here early. Lehman's got to respond now. Can't go down further than 2 goals.
And the kickoff, Lehman with it. And the wing is Armstrong. Kicked away there by Schmock. Trojans quickly on the attack again. Justin Shuga, number 5, he'll get it out on the left side, and handling it there, Jack Steinke, number 19, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Lehman will toss it in. Jude Schmeezing, number 3, will toss it in for the Cavaliers. Upfield it goes. Pass intended for Joshua George, but Trojans will get it. Lehman goes out of bounds, and Lehman will try and mount an attack. Schmeezing sends it down towards the BOTKINS goal. Here comes the Trojans, and that's Dalton Lane over to John Schmock.
And you can tell this is a state Final Four team from last year, because look how aggressive they are. You just see that they're really attacking early on, that they're wanting the goal. They have good team communication here early on. You can tell why BOTKINS won the WOSL last year, was a state Final Four team. Kind of a newfound success for soccer teams in this area.
And they keep their distance very well. That's which is very important in soccer, that they can make those passes. There's a shot that's going to go wide as number 5, Justin Shuga, shot a little bit long from that forward position.
Goalkeeper Will Voizard has got to play sharp today. He's definitely going to be going to have to make his stand here against this BOTKINS offense. We know it's a prolific attack.
Toss in for the Trojans. Handling it, number 19, Jack Steinke. Back over the middle to Shuga. Ball's going to go out to the center circle. Kick down further, but BOTKINS will pick it up, and across midfield they come. Schmock will handle it. Pass inside to Paul. Back over to Schmock. Schmock hits the turf. Back up field and handled Abe Schmeezing. Goes all the way over to the right side, and Steinke will toss it back in for the Trojans. Adam Hall back over to Zane Paul. Zane in the center circle, tries to feed Schmock. Schmock double teamed as the ball goes to the right side. Schmock battling for it. He'll come up with it, kicks it towards the middle, and Paul. Paul with the pass. Shot no good. Kicked away there by Brandon Jones. It's going to go out of bounds, so it's going to stay in bounds. Kick back in as the Cavaliers try to move it forward. BOTKINS persistent in their attack.
Keep chomping at the bit here. That's what we said. You know, an aggressive team here. They keep on keeping on, so to speak.
Nice pass by Paul over to Dalton Lane. Lane will chase it to the corner, and the Cavaliers will try and move it upfield. Ryan Armstrong will handle it. Pass intended for Abe Schmeezing, taken away there by Adam Hall. Here come the Trojans. Back on attack. Pass goes back over to number 14 for the Trojans. Zach Ware, number 7, also handling the ball as it'll come back to the left side of the goalie. Pass back over to Dalton Lane from the corner, makes his move inside, tries to center it. Kicked away there by Jude Schmeezing. Cavaliers, Ryan Armstrong picks it up across midfield, but BOTKINS continues to maintain possession. Brant Metz will pick it up. He'll kick it back over to number 11, Devin Monger, or number 17 rather, Luke Coleman. BOTKINS really using a lot of players early.
And that's what they said, and that's what Coach Lynch talked about. Is he said he liked the depth, he liked this veteran leadership he had. He's trusting his bench early on.
Dalton Lane, number 2, he'll get it over to Brant Metz. Lane walks the touch line, back over to Adam Hall. He gets it in the middle to Justin Shuga. Shuga will go to the right side. Defended there by the Cavaliers towards the middle. Stopped there by Brandon Jones. Going to go out of bounds, and a toss in from the corner will take place by Dalton Lane. More substitutes for the Trojans.
Been a very clean game here so far. Like I said, BOTKINS just keep being aggressive early on. And Lehman's got to get some numbers back on the other end. You know, don't want to get worn out on defense here in the first half. See if they signal this a corner or not. And it'll just be a throw-in.
Be a toss in for the Trojans as to our far right, the toss goes in, intended for Paul, and scrap for the ball. Lane and Jude Schmeezing battling it away. Number 14 with it for Botkins.
Like you said, Botkins does a good job of keeping their distance, not their social distance we're talking about here, but like spreading out the soccer field here to kind of get those one-on-one breakdowns to be able to score.
Allows for some easier passing as kick away by the Cavaliers, who once again will kick it downfield as Joshua George, and he'll kick it back in. It's going to go along the line, and the official says it's out on the touch line. So clock at 30 minutes and 15 seconds on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Botkins will toss it in as they try to get it upfield. Second toss in, up further. Zane Paul will kick it back in on the pass. Battle for it is John Schmock. Schmock's kick towards the goal. Voizard will make the stop right at the post. Voizard will kick it away. High kick, it's gonna bounce just right at midfield. Header moves it forward. Trojans trying to get set up as their defenders move it upfield. Picked up there by Adam Hall, number 14 now with it. Paul over to the left side. Hall with it. Back over to the right side, picked up by Voizard.
And Botkins pretty much controlling their side of the field this whole time. Lehman's got to have some sort of offensive attack. As you see, Voizard just kicks the ball there. There's 5 Trojan shirts around it compared to 1 Lehman powder blue uniform in there. They've got to mount something on the offensive end here.
Here come the Trojans to the right side. Smock with it on the right side, back into the middle to Oslagi. Oslagi, he'll get it back over to Smock. Smock tries to go inside, dribbling inside, back over to Paul in front of the net. Shot, and a good save there by, I believe, Voizard, of course, had the goal. And boy, Zane Paul had his sights on the 3rd point for the Trojans. Let's take a look at that replay one more time.
And it's a good shot, just right at Will Voizard, so easy enough for him to deflect and save. So credit Will Voizard, nice stop there right in front of the net.
Replay is brought to you by Winners Meats, and excellent replay there. And the corner kick this time by John Schmock at the front. There's a header. Another return kick. It's going to be a little bit strong. So
John Van Sciver saves a goal there. If you get a, I don't know if I have a replay on that, but John Van Sciver, what a play there. That was a certain goal, but his head, using his head, I like to say right there.
Boy, great
perfect
play.
Spot. I think that counts as a save, so nice play by Van Sciver.
Good alert defense there by the Cavaliers. They're down 2-0, 27-23 to go here. Opening half of soccer action from Lehman. Trojans with the ball. John Smock tipped away there by Joshua George. Here come the Cavaliers trying to mount an attack, but Botkins will continue to control it on defense as Brant Metz, number 13, and Dalton Lane will have it. Number 17 is Luke Holman. Holman will go up, bring it up to midfield. Gets it over to number 10, Adam Hall. This time Lehman comes back. Lane with it along the touchline. Ball still in play. Lane's going to try to go inside. Pass over towards the center. Chased down there by Carson Motter, number 14. And it's going to be a whistle and a stop in action. 26-24 to go.
Yep. Foul, yep. Foul there on the Trojans going the other way.
Foul against Botkins. free kick on the far side, and it goes up towards midfield as Xavier Monin now with it back into the lineup for Botkins. Midfield handled by Jack Steinke, number 19. On the defense, Ryan Armstrong. Dalton Lane doing battle. Oslagi gets it back over, and Botkins again continuing to mount the pressure. Xavier Monin, he's out front. Schmock with it, shot on goal. And it's a little bit high. 25-16 to go.
It's going to be a corner now here for the Trojans, so good opportunity for them to get another goal.
John Schmock will do the corner kick. Paul misses the header. Tried to handle it there, Brant Metz, and Metz will kick it to the center of the field. Paul with the attempt at the header, and it's going to be picked up by Voizard. And clock counting down at 24:37, and Voizard will kick it away. Near the center circle, the ball comes over into across midfield. Picked up there by the Cavaliers, but Botkins continuing dominating here early. There's the feed pass forward to Smock, and stopped again by Voizard. Downfield it goes. Botkins defenders will pick it up. Lehman tries to regroup. Armstrong with it. He'll kick it back to the center of the field. On the go is Xavier Monin. Monin dribbling forward. He'll go to the right side. Loses the ball. The kick is away. Botkins, number 10. Adam Hall. Over to Dalton Lane. Lane gets it over to Xavier Monin. Armstrong. Botkins back with the ball. They'll set it up in midfield. Almost steal there by Schmiesing. Botkins on the attack. Paul with it. He'll go down, and Voizard will scoop it up. 22:54 to go in the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Botkins 2, Lehman nothing.
I think Paul was wanting contact there in the box. He's hoping to draw a penalty kick there. Didn't quite get the call. You got to see that too. Every time Lehman's kicking that ball on their side of the field, there's 4 Botkins guys around it, 1 Lehman guy around it. They can't get anything set up on offense.
Sam Gilardi, number 8, he'll handle it. Try to get it over to Armstrong, but booted away by Lane. Schmiesing with it. Joshua George, center field. Kicks it over to Sam Gilardi. Armstrong chasing it down. Van Sciver will try and pick it up, but Trojans will handle the ball. Smock, he'll come from the right side. Kick towards the middle. Just off target from Paul, but Monin will pick it up. There's the pass to Paul. Nice save by Voizard.
That was a nice little back and forth there between Xavier Monin and Zane Paul there. Monin found Paul on a good spot there, but right there, Will Voizard making another great save.
They had it set, but Voizard comes up with the save. And of course, Voizard, one of the 3 senior captains for the Cavaliers, makes the stop, and Xavier Monin, number 8, will toss it in for the Trojans as they continue to apply the pressure. Pass goes inside the box, but it'll come back out, and Botkins will set it back up. Hall will handle it. He'll shoot it back out to midfield. Here come the Trojans. Pass inside. Kicked away by Lehman. Lane will pick it up. Dumps it off to Hall. Now the Cavaliers take it across midfield. Tim Schmeezing, number 17, into the lineup for the Cavaliers, and he handles it briefly. Back the other way we go as Adam Hall handles the ball. Kicked away by the Cavaliers. Abe Schmeezing. But the Botkins defense quickly comes back and handled over on the front of the Botkins bench, and Cavaliers moving in about as close as they've been all match, and suddenly the Trojans will move it across field. Chasing it down is Reese Oslagi, but Voizard will get there first as we approach the 20-minute mark of the first half. Voizard, I don't know, he should be the punter on the football team too.
He might have dual duties
yet. Botkins across midfield. They try to apply pressure. Oslagi, he'll get it back over to Shuga, who's back into the game. It goes to the corner and it stays in bounds as they try to maintain possession, but Botkins just making this a controlling their portion of the field.
Yeah, easier said than done. If you're Lehman, you got to mount some offensive attack. You know, this is a very good Botkins offensive squad, as we've seen through the first 20 minutes. But you want to get back in this game. It's what you got to do if you want to make this a good game.
Very tough for Lehman to mount some offense, and of course, Coach Mark Maloney is hoping to play good defense here in the first half, and then perhaps pick up some momentum in the second half. But Botkins definitely showing their experience. Still early in the season. I'm sure Coach Kevin Lynch is playing an awful lot of different players here in the first half as well, as he's trying to get his team's legs under him as well. Missing the scrimmage time and practice time has left both these two teams with a little bit of a disadvantage early in the season. Cavaliers will toss it in, and closest they've been in this first half is Abe Schmeezing. Handles it, it'll go back out to Hezekiah Bezzi. Bezzi will handle it. Gets it forward to Schmeezing. However, John Schmock will take it, and across midfield he'll come. Schmock down the center of the field. Nice pass lead to Oslagi. Oslagi, 17:46 to go, and
he tried to chip it over Voizard's head there, was Reese Oslagi, but it's just right to Will Voizard there.
Voizard will punt it away, and Botkins defenders handling it as they set their offense up. John Schmock, a midfielder with it. He'll move to the right side. Lehman comes out. Ball is going to come back to number 7, Thomas Schmeezing. But Botkins will keep the ball with it. Adam Hall to the center, to the middle, and Luke Holman. Holman gets it downfield to Shuga, who had the first goal of the night, with 37 plus minutes to go as Zane Paul handles it. Of course, Paul has had an illustrious career so far for Botkins, and he's just a junior, an all-state performer a year ago, and just simply an outstanding soccer player, Brandon.
Yeah, all-time school goal leader. He's actually a senior now. I tell you what, I remember he's a great basketball player as well. So if we get to the basketball season this winter, he'll be a guy to look for on the court. So he's multi-sport talented, very good player. And you can see how his basketball game translates to here on the soccer field. I mean, you see him quick handling of the ball, very fast, very smart team player. And
yeah, first team all-state honors last year as a junior, and coming into his senior season with high anticipation here. And Botkins quite a run last year, 19-1-2, an outstanding record by the Trojans.
And I can still remember, you know, this isn't soccer related, but I remember calling a game in Fort Laramie Gymnasium and Zane Paul hitting a 40-foot game winner against Fort Laramie, banking it in to win the ball game for the Trojans when he was a sophomore.
Great moments, that's for sure. Botkins applying the pressure against Lehman. Good defense there by the Cavaliers. Number 11, Brandon Jones, is 15-13 on the clock as it
the third corner
stops for the corner kick.
It would be the third corner of the half for the Trojans here. And you know, so like we say, set piece is always a good opportunity to score here. Just kind of like your out of bounds plays in basketball right here.
You know, Zach Ware at number 7, he's close to the goal, and Ware is last year was the second leading scorer next to Paul. He had 28 goals a year ago. So Ware is set up inside. Trojans 4 to the outside. Substitute coming in for Lehman as Xavier Monin will work this corner kick for Botkins. Be interesting to see what they have set up here, Brandon. Kick is in. And handled there by Brant Metz. And it's going to be kicked away by Lehman. But the Trojans will pull it back out. Steinke will have it.
You haven't seen any scoring for over 23 minutes. If you're just joining us, Botkins, 2 goals coming in at 37-48 and 37-10 remaining in the first half.
Well, just a couple of quick goals by the Trojans that just set the pace early, but Will Voizard's done a pretty good job since that second goal at the 37-10 mark when Zane Paul scored. And that's the kind of game Lehman was hoping to play. Good defense and then perhaps get some offense going as the game moved along. But I tell you, there's not been an awful lot of offense at all for the Cavaliers. The pressure has definitely been applied by the Botkins Trojans.
And if they can work something offensively, get a goal here before halftime and keep playing solid defense as they have been over the past 23 minutes, it gives them an opportunity.
Thomas Schmiesing and Xavier Monin doing battle. Monin passes it forward to Shuga, but Schmiesing will kick it back across midfield, and Brant Metz will move it inside to Paul. Beautiful pass over to Shuga. And Botkins will pull it back out, so to speak, and set it up. 13:29 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 2-0, Botkins with the lead over Lehman. Boys soccer action from Lehman High School, and the Cavaliers will kick it out of bounds. Substitutes in for the Trojans as Xavier Monin will chase the ball down and have the corner kick to the right of the goalie. Ware and Hall in tight as header there attempted by number 13 Brant Metz, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Lehman will kick it away. That means Will Voizard to do the honors. Clock at 12:25. Nice header by Joshua George, but Botkins again will maintain the ball at midfield.
Paul with the pass header back. Comes back over to Lane. Will pick it up near the touch line. Lane tries to move inside. Kick will go to the right of the goalie. Picked up there by the Trojans, number 7, Zach Ware. Lane with it. Inside it goes to Monin. Monin makes a move. Good defense there by Jude Schmeezing. Monin will take it. Schmeezing will take it away and try and maintain the ball. There's could be a whistle. Nope, no whistle. No stop and play there.
Speed up.
We haven't seen the whistle blown here too much. Only one foul this half. That is on the Trojans. It's kind of been a well-played game here cleanly so far by both sides.
Thought perhaps there might be a whistle, but substitutes for Cavalier, and Cavaliers will have it, but quickly Botkins has the ball. Across midfield they come. Joshua George with it for Lehman. In the center circle. Schmeezing's pass over to George. Trying to get some momentum to get inside. Bezzy will get it, but Botkins will control it again. Sam Gilardi trying to chase it down. Number 8 for the Cavaliers, but up front it comes to Shuga. Shuga, he'll get it over to number 14 for the Trojans. As number 2, Dalton Lane will have it. He'll get it up to Shuga. Shuga trying to make a move inside. There's the kick, but Voizard is there, and Will Voizard with a save that time.
And that is the 6th save here for Lehman tonight. 13 shot opportunities for Botkins here in the first half, compared to none here so far for Lehman. So that tells you that Lehman's got to get a little more control of the ball. They're fortunate to only be down 2-0 right now.
Here come the Trojans. Brandon Jones will kick it upfield, but number 14 with it for Botkins is number 2, Dalton Lane will have it. Hall will send it, but Voizard will pick it up. And the Cavaliers with 9:20 remaining here in the first half will kick it away. And it's going to stay inbounds. Botkins will maintain it. I got number 14 as Carson Motter.
That's what I have as well.
I'm not sure if he's in goal. I would think he's in goal, and that's not the number 14 that I have on my roster. We'll have to check when we get a moment, but we'll have to double check that number. Botkins again with the lead, and Voizard quickly comes out and picks it up to stop play at the 8:30 mark.
So we've gone about a half an hour, close to a half an hour without a goal. So this is, you talk about Coach Maloney saying he wanted to slow down Botkins' momentum. Well, he's done it if you just minus his first 2.5 minutes, but those 2.5 minutes here making the difference so far for Botkins. But credit Lehman. I mean, 2-0 getting down that early. They haven't given up a goal in a half an hour, so
boy, it looked like a major blowout coming with those 2 quick goals by Botkins, but Voizard's done a good job in the net, and Botkins be an interesting second half, that's for sure. There's a lot of players being used for both these two teams, and as we said the other night, it's a hot and humid night, so can be tough. On the drive, number 10 is Hall, and Voizard will make the stop. It's hot and humid. At least we've got some cloud cover. Not quite as bad as the soccer game that we saw up at Botkins where the sun was out, but Botkins will handle the ball as they set up against the Cavalier defense. Paul is towards the center of the field, number 3. He'll handle it. Dishes the pass off to number 14. Kicks it long, chased down there by Shuga. Shuga will make a move inside. There's a kick, and there's the goal at 6:58. That makes it 3-0 Botkins. Take a look at that one more time, and Shuga, the benefit of a nice pass.
And Shuga tracks it down really good. Able to get around the defender there. Good balance, good dribbling, and a nice shot on goal to sink it in the back corner of the net.
Great hustle by Shuga, his second goal of the night. And Botkins now enjoys a 3-0 lead. Shuga hustled after it, made a nice move inside and gets the score. Cavaliers will kick it off as they find themselves down by 3 goals. They'll keep the pressure on as Smock will handle it. Spacing will get it up across midfield. Nathan Schneider, I believe, number 4. And number 9, excuse me, number 9. Nate Gukas will handle it, and he's into the lineup for the Botkins Trojans. Make that Gukas. Thank you, Brandon. Number 5 with it for the Trojans, but Voizard will pick it up as Shuga once again. Seeing lots of playing time here in the first half, that's for sure. Voizard not real happy with that kick, but it's going to go out of bounds, and Botkins will toss it in. Zane Paul trying to pick up the ball. We've got a whistle. Clock past the 5:30 mark. Lehman will have it. And they'll have the kick. And I also do not have a 22 as well for the Cavaliers.
And you're trying to figure out a lot of things. I mean, this is only Lehman's second game. Botkins third. You still have no scrimmages. Usually you're used to having at least 2 or 3 scrimmages. So this is kind of like you could say a quote scrimmage session in parentheses, because these guys didn't have any chance to go figure out their lineups. So a lot of these guys are still figuring out what pieces are going to fit in what spots. And you don't know when you're going to play. You don't know if there's a potential outbreak, of COVID or something. And so it's these first couple games are really going to show what these teams need to work on.
Cavaliers will kick it away, but Botkins, as we've said for most of this half, just continues to apply the pressure. Hezekiah Bezzi into the lineup for the Cavaliers. He's number 13.
I don't think I've ever heard of a Hezekiah, but first time I think I've ever heard that name.
I'd have to take a look.
Credit on your pronunciation.
I hope it's right. Voizard will pick it up. I know Voizard. I can get that one.
I think I can get that one too.
Kind of figured so. Kick upfield is Adam Hall. Also seeing a lot of action here in the first half. He'll have it, gets it over to Dalton Lane. Lane trying to go inside. He's cut off there by Joshua George, and it'll go out of bounds. Past the goal line, and it's going to be a corner kick. This will be Xavier Monin.
They've sent some pretty good boots there from that corner kick. Just haven't been able to get a head on the ball or anything. So we'll see. Monin does a very nice job from that corner kick position.
Loneliest guy is the Botkins goalkeeper. here in the first half so far. Pass forward is going to be off of Cavaliers, so it should be a corner kick from to the right of the goalie.
I haven't seen him get a corner kick from this side. Most of their attacking has been on this right side of the field.
See what John Schmock can do. There's the kick. And the header by the Cavaliers. Chased down by Metz, and it's going to go out of bounds. Past the touch line, and toss in will be by Xavier Monin.
2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes to go. There's the toss inside to Paul, and it's going to go back and around and past the goal line. So
you see Zane Paul wants that header every time he gets in that box. He's using his head there always to try to get something on the ball.
And the kick is away by the Cavaliers. Schmeezing. Up to Mark Maloney, number 14, sophomore into the lineup for the Cavaliers. George with it. Watkins will pull it back out. Hall with it. Cross midfield, and Watkins will be on the attack one more time. Monin. Lehman trying to get it upfield to Sam Gilardi. Gilardi trying to make a move, but Boston, or the defense, is back quickly for the Watkins Trojans.
It's hard to make a move upfield when you're the only player surrounded by 5 defenders and no one to pass the ball to.
Yeah, the defense collapses, and it's just the one or two possibly Lehman offensive players. As Trojans keeping the heat on. They'll bring it back out, clock down to 15 seconds. Adam Hall, he'll get it over to Shuga. Shuga goes to the corner. It's going to go out of bounds. And I think that's going to be our quarter, or first half rather. First half of play is complete from Lehman High School, and the Watkins Trojans have a steady and strong 3-0 lead over the Cavaliers. We will return with our recap and stats right after this.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gershner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Anna, I'm John Boyd with NKTelco. We are here for you to expand our fiber network, which means faster internet speeds for you.
Hey Sydney, I'm Pat Thomas with NKTelco, and we are here for you for all your customer service needs.
Hey Fort Laramie, I'm Nick Garrett with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Botkins enjoying a 3-0 lead over Lehman Catholic in boys soccer action here from Lehman. Cavaliers wanting to play good defense, and really for most of that first half they did, but Botkins rotating a lot of different players in. They scored twice early and then once late, and here at intermission they're up 3-0. Brandon, let's take a look at those numbers, and boy will they tell us the story.
And like we always say, we agree, the stats always tell the story here, and it shows you, Watkins gets 2 early goals there in the first 2.5 minutes of the game. That sets the tone there for the half. A little bit of a wash there for about a half an hour. They get a score there late in the half. 15 shots right now for the Botkins Trojans, always being aggressive there. Even though Will Voizard has had a nice game tonight, but on goalie, no saves for the Trojans. 5 corners, so they have been creating opportunities from the corner. 1 foul. Look on the Lehman side there, just the saves, the only thing they got anything in the stats category. 7 saves from Will Voizard. If Botkins has aggressive as they've been, they've worked the ball in the box and hit it right to Will Voizard, and he's made some nice plays.
Yep, 15 shots for the Trojans in that first half, and Will Voizard, for Lehman to give him credit, has had a pretty decent first half with the number of shots coming his way. And I want to make a couple of number corrections. We had a chance at the break. Number 22 for Lehman is Michael McFarland, and also for Botkins, just to set the record straight, there's been no change at goalie. It's number 23 Carson Motter, and as far as a midfielder, Rylan Paul is number 14. So those are the update on the roster, and here we go. Second half is underway here on NKTelco Sports. I'm Dave Helmstead, and alongside me, Brandon Coverman. Hope you're enjoying high school boys soccer from Lehman High School. And the Trojans dominated in the first half, and here in the second half also maintaining the pressure as they work it inside. And there's the kick away by McFarland. Nice kick by McFarland. It gets it way back downfield, and the Trojans will regroup. Across midfield comes Adam Hall. Hall tries to lead a pass to his teammate Xavier Monum. Monum works in close. Pass over number 15. Shot on goal. Nice save as Schmock had a good look at it. Nice feed as the Cavalier defense, and Will Voizard comes up with a nice save. Booming kick by Voizard. We'll go all the way back down to Motter, who will pass it out to the right side as Dalton Lane will take it. Lane nears midfield, looking for Paul. Under pressure from Schmiesing, but the Cavaliers will pick it up. Schmiesing back over to Max Schmiesing, number 9. Pass intended there to Mark Maloney, and on the attack come the Trojans. Shuga, he'll pick it up, try to make the move inside McFarland. The sweeper comes in and makes a defensive move. We got a whistle and a stop in the action.
It'll be a foul there on the Trojans. It'll be a free kick here for Lehman.
McFarland headed our way. You got it, Mark. First row of seats here at Lehman High School.
Our cameraman might have been able to step out and get a hand on that. He might have. You might be right.
On the attack comes the Trojans, quickly back at it. It'll come back to the center circle, over to the right side, and Dalton Lane. Lane moves to his right side, dribbling the ball. Up forward he comes. Tries to get it into Paul. Extra defense. Botkins will maintain it. Botkins sets it up. Get it over to Schmock. Schmock tries to go inside. It's going to come back out. Kicked away there by Mark Maloney. Maloney on the defense against number 19, Jack Steinke. And the pass will go out of bounds, and Lehman will toss it in as Hall's pass past the touchline, and Cavaliers will toss it in, and doing the honors will be Jude Schmiesing, center midfielder and a sophomore for the Cavaliers. Looking downfield. He'll get it into Max Schmiesing, one of the 3 co-captains for the Cavaliers. Schmiesing tries to move it upfield to Maloney, but it's going to come back the Trojans' way. Once again, they're on the attack. Schneider, or rather number 14, Rylan Paul with it, and Will Voizard will scoop up the ball and stop play. 35-45 as Voizard booms one. Brant Metz gets it up to Monin. Monin over to Hall, back into Paul. Paul will push it back out to Rylan Paul, and quickly Voizard will pick up the ball before Monin can get to it. And the Cavaliers will boot it away. High short kick this time.
And we said we looked at last year's standings kind of before this game too. Lehman also was, I think, placed 3rd in the WOSL behind Jackson Center and Botkins here. And we know we talked about they had some new pieces that they've been working in. You know, it said only their second game, they lost to Milton Union 3-1 on Saturday. They got Fairlawn coming up next Tuesday. So Lehman's trying to work in these new pieces here, and to play a team like Botkins will really help them find their identity here early on in the season.
And Botkins, as we've stated before, and as most of the folks watching, really with a strong cast coming back from a great season and a lot of high expectations, and it just takes a while to get the teamwork and the movement and all of that down. It's all there. It's just getting those pieces all to come together. On the attack come the Trojans. Nice pass there by Smock back to Paul. Shot on goal, and it's going to be just a little bit high as Paul's kick goes away. Shuga fed Paul, but Paul's kick a little bit high, and McFarland will kick it away. Up near midfield, Hall will send it back towards McFarland. Well, there's quite a breeze coming into the face of McFarland as Botkins working the ball. They'll move it back out. Paul will get it back out to Dalton Lane. He comes from the right side. Botkins sets it up. Paul comes out. Ball goes inside to Shuga. Shuga back with the ball, trying to get it inside to Paul, but he's covered up there by 3 Lehman defenders. Upfield it comes. Stopped there by Hall. Hall goes to the right side with the dribble. Over to Xavier Monin. Monin trying to work it inside. Looking for Paul. Shot a little bit long, and Will Voizard will pick it up. 32-47 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 3-0. Botkins with the lead, and Voizard will boom it away.
Lehman's got to get a little more aggressive there on those boots. Will Voizard's getting a good charge in that ball. You got to have 2-3 Lehman guys around there. You cannot have just one guy there and 3 other Botkins guys there. It's allowing Botkins to reset up that attack. And time of possession's been heavily in favor of Botkins. So if Lehman wants to get back in this game, they got to start taking advantage of those free kicks, those goal kicks.
Paul feeds Monin over to the right side. Monin on the dribble, coming in from the left of the goalie, and it's going to go past the goal line, and
should be a goal kick here.
Should be goal kick by McFarland. Substitutes in the lineup for Lehman at that break as we approach 31:45 to go. Thomas Schmiesing, number 7, one of the players into the lineup, I do believe. Make that number 5. Abe Schmiesing in. Joshua George, also number 24, back into the lineup. Samuel LaForme, number 15, right midfielder, also into the lineup for the Cavaliers. George dribbling it near midfield. Back over to Schmiesing. Schmiesing looking for George. George tries to move forward, but the Botkins defense comes out and attacks. Taken away. Gilardi will lose it. Number 14, Paul with it. Paul gets it up to the Botkins player number 5, and that was Shuga, and kick will go long, and Voizard will once again punt it away. High kick across midfield. Going to be tracked down by Luke Holman, number 17. Number 19, Jack Steinke, will handle it back over to Holman as they try to work it out to the right of the goalie. Lane with it. Over to Xavier across midfield. Xavier Monin, that is. He pushes it up to Shuga in the corner. Shuga tries to make that move on McFarland as he goes inside looking for Paul. Paul will chase this one back down. Paul goes to the middle of the field as Botkins mounts their attack. Paul goes to the right side as Monin takes it to the left side. Monin dribbling back out to Paul. Paul, he'll handle it. Pushes it back out to Hall. Pass a little bit strong. He'll kick it over to the right side. That will bring the ball to Lane. Lane moves it to the right side near the touchline. Back over the middle. There's the shot. Monin. Shot on goal. Voizard, but the rebound comes back. Number 15, John Schmock, with his second goal, or rather the first goal of the night. John Schmock with 29-33 with the goal. Boy, just nice work by the Trojans.
And Smock was there to clean up the mess there. Nice job. I see that on the replay to extend this Trojan lead here, the first goal of the second half. It's all about being in the right spot and the right times too, it was a nice save there by Will Voizard, but, just right away, right there is Schmock to clean it up, just to get that, put that ball in the back of the net. So nice offensive work there by the Trojans.
Voizard had the first one stopped, but the rebound there by Schmock is good, and Botkins now has a 4-0 lead. Lehman just looking for a little bit of offense here in the second half. Joshua George chases it down. Abe Schmiesing with it. Battle goes on as Paul will move it up to Zane Paul, and he'll kick it over to the far side looking for Monin, but that's going to go out of bounds, and Lehman will toss it in. Boy, what great field vision there by Paul. He saw his teammate Xavier Monin almost from one side of the field to the other side.
And like I said, you know, he's the floor general on the court for their basketball team. Same way here in the soccer field. He's got a nice leg. Him and Monin both do. And they both work off each other so nice, as we can tell. As Mon doesn't even have a goal tonight, Paul has one, but you can tell how they work together really well. And you know, Coach Lynch is talking about them upperclassmen and how important they are to his program and why they're going to define this season. You know, you're always told you're only as good as your seniors, and those are some pretty good ones to lead you.
Motter will touch the ball, and he'll get it to Holman, as Holman will bring it up near midfield as he moves closely, gets it to teammate Jack Steinke. Steinke tries to work it inside. He'll pull it up, and he'll find Adam Hall towards the middle, but taken away there by Judd Schmeezing. Schmeezing tries to get it upfield to Gilardi, but pass a little bit too long, and Metz will have it. And Botkins on that right side where Xavier Monin is, and he moves it to the center of the field. Monin dribbling forward. Broken up there by Max Schmeezing. Schmeezing trying to get it upfield. Monin will chase him down and make the stop, but we've got a whistle.
And I think there's a signal on a trip. It'll be a free kick here for the Trojans, a third foul on the night on Botkins. So here's a good opportunity to get a couple guys in the box there and maybe something going here positive for Lehman on offense.
Big opportunity for Lehman. They've not had many so far. Joshua George with a header to Gilardi, but there's another whistle.
And I think they called number 8, Sam Gilardi, throwing the hands. So there's the first foul of the night for Lehman.
Gilardi with the foul, and Xavier Monin will bring it down to the right side. Muskyver on him. Van Skyver, that is, on him, and he'll get it back into the middle. Schmock, and there's Foizard picks up the loose ball, and Foizard will toss it downfield. Gets it up towards teammate Abe Schmeezing. Schmeezing, ball taken away there. Schmock, battle for the ball, and Paul will pick it to the right of the goalie. Paul. Brandon Jones battling for Lehman with him. Paul will center it back up. Over on the right side, Dalton Lane will pick it up. Lane, he'll make the move. Van Skyver will kick it, and it'll go out of bounds on the defensive play by Van Skyver. That means Dalton Lane, a senior, he'll toss it in for the Trojans. Hand toss, tries to get it in inside to Shuga. Paul defended there by 3 Lehman defenders. Shuga trying to get possession of it. Finally, it's cleared there by Abe Schmeezing, but Botkins will quickly pull it in as Hall will kick it over towards Paul, but it'll go to the right corner. It's going to be chased down there by Zach Ware. Ware looking inside. There's the header. Nice stop by Voizard as Shuga had the shot, and Voizard will kick it away. And good offensive movement there by Botkins, but stopped by Voizard in the goal. Paul with the attempted header. McFarland, the sweeper, will try and clear it. It'll go up midfield. Stopped there by Lane. Lane, left-handed foot, back up to Hall, and the pass is going to go astray as Van Skyver will pick it up, taken away, however, as Ware will pick it up. Shuga, but Ware will get it. Now Joshua George for Lehman will have it. Thomas Schmeezing trying to move it through the center circle. Picked up by Abe Schmeezing. There's the pass to Ryan Armstrong. Armstrong will kick it long, and Carson Motter will easily pick it up. 24:15 to go. And here come the Trojans. Dalton Lane on the right side. Now the Cavaliers will be able to try some pressure. But the pass there taken away as Jack Steinke will get it upfield. Schmock with it. He's got the left side. He'll go down the flank. Dribbles inside, makes a nice move, and he'll slow it up a little bit. Paul will go to his left. Shuga to the right.
Good
Paul will have it. Inside. Shot there, or pass inside with the Schmock, and Lehman will stop the Botkins assault inside. And
they'll get their first corner chance of the second half, will the Trojans.
Have a corner kick, as I'm going to presume, it's hard to see from our angle. It looks like probably Xavier Monin. I'll make that number 15. There's a shot, almost. Number 7, Zach Ware with the shot as Schmock did the corner kick. And Boisard with yet another stop. Boisard will punt it away. Steinke with the kick upwards, number 10 Hall, and back over to Oslagi, number 16, and a whistle and a stop in play. 22:44 to play in this one. 4-0. Lehman finds themselves trailing to Botkins here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, NKTelco, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwieterman, Minster Bank, Holman Interiors, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Securicom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Darke County, Rachel's Cakes, and Speedway Lanes, all bringing you high school boys soccer action from Lehman High School. Botkins on the offensive. Schmock will kick it across to Shuga. Going to be chased down there by Zach Ware. Ware will handle it, gets the pass inside, but it's going to be cleared by McFarland. It's going to go out of bounds. Toss in will be for the Cavaliers as substitutes are being made. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are also pleased to bring you replays of high school soccer on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Saturday, September the 5th at noon. Sunday, September the 6th at 6 p.m. Game will be available for 1 week as video on demand at nktelco.com. You can also watch the games on demand at nktelco.com/sports and our Facebook page. Botkins once again on the attack. Adam Hall, he'll try to toss it over to Schmock. Schmock will have it. Moves inside across the middle. Shot will come back out. Keegan Thorpe, number 20, into the Botkins lineup. There's a Gus Schmiesing with the header for Lehman. And the ball will go out of bounds. And they'll regroup. 20 minutes and 50 seconds to go here on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. As McFarland will toss it in, trying to get it upfield. Schmiesing just misses the header, and Lehman will see if they can put a little offensive pressure on. Joshua George dribbling the ball, heads up towards midfield. Nice lead pass. It's intended for Schmiesing, but it's going to be tracked down by Luke Holman. It's going to go off of Holman, and Cavaliers will toss it in from the side.
Here's a good offensive opportunity here for Lehman. You know, they haven't had a shot yet. Here's a good chance right here to get something here. But you got to hustle that whole team down there. You see already, Botkins is outnumbering them out there on the defensive end there already. You see a number more Botkins jerseys than you do Lehman.
Jude Schmiesing, and he'll toss it towards George, but Carson Motter, a sophomore and an excellent goaltender or goalkeeper for the Trojans, as Trojans quickly upfield. Here they come. Boy, just like that, Brandon. They're right back on the attack.
And they are a fast team. They are a fast-paced moving team, and that's what they're all about. Botkins is speed and agility.
Smock goes down. That's not a good sign for Botkins. Lehman will bring it upfield, and slowly he gets up.
I think he was trying to draw a foul there, maybe. I don't know if he was quite inside the penalty box. We don't have a good view from here down in front of the press box.
Mets will kick it long, and that means the Cavaliers will have it as some substitutes for both teams. Van Sciver will come back in for the Cavaliers. And Nate Guckus will come back in for the Trojans, number 9. Voizard kicks it away. Handled by Lehman, but Botkins will get the loose ball. They'll go to the right side, and Ware on the move, trying to get inside, and will go past the goal line. And
looks like you're staying there for a corner, I believe. Yep.
Going to be a corner shot. So number 15, John Schmock, will take it to the corner to the left of the goalie. Here comes the corner kick. It goes inside. Cavaliers will come away with it. Guckus. Schmeezing doing battle. Guckus will have it. Handling the ball back over to Brant Metz. Metz over to the right side. Botkins will keep possession of the ball. Adam Hall back over to Smock. Smock leads Keegan Thorpe to the left side. Thorpe trying to go inside, but Gus Schmeezing will come up with it. There's a shot across, or pass across the front for Paul, but it's going to be cleared by Van Sciver. Van Sciver, ball comes back out to Brent Metz, and Botkins trying to make movement inside. War will try and chase it down, and I think it's going to be outside of the touch line, so we'll see what happens on this possession next. .16:40 to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Botkins 4-0 over Lehman. Cavaliers just trying to find some offense. Haven't had a lot of it. Will Voizard has had lots of action. He'll toss it downfield up for Abe Schmeezing, and Gilardi will find it.
And 2 with allowing 4 goals. Will Voizard has had a nice game. He's got 10 saves, so he's had a nice game tonight too. He's definitely a very solid goalie that the Cavaliers have, especially when you're talking about as potent of an offense as that Botkins is.
Brandon Jones will kick it out, and that means Botkins will toss it in. Toss in goes to War towards the corner, and War will dribble in the corner, and Lane will kick it back inside for Thorpe, and Voizard will cover it up and have another opportunity to move it downfield. He'll kick it away. Tell you what, he's got to be almost tired of kicking. He's had a lot of punts.
And Lehman's team does open their season tomorrow night, so Friday night football tomorrow night. Finally be back here in the area. Not sure who Lehman has. I believe their conference is going to having a tournament style format to determine their conference champion over 6 weeks.
Botkins, shot by Guckus, will go off the back of the net. So Voizard will kick it away one more time. Voizard There's the kick up towards Reese Oslagi, and Guckus will handle it, number 9 for the Trojans. Hall has it as they cross midfield. Lane in the right side. He'll move it up and into the corner. Van Sciver. Here comes Lane trying to make a move inside. Shot and a goal. Number 20 on the score. That's Keegan Thorpe.
Keith Thorpe on a nice feed from Dalton Lane there. Dalton Lane, give him a pat on the back too, because he put Thorpe right in that spot to score.
He did.
As we see if we can get the replay here to see on your television screen. Just a nice feed as they're getting there into the box. And that's great vision to see him right ahead. Credit Keegan Thorpe for staying on sides there. Extends the Botkins Trojans lead to 5.
Nice assist by Lane, and the score now goes to 5-0 Botkins. There's the move inside as Monin will have it. Oslagi, he'll take it to the left side for the Trojans. Nice feed inside. Paul will try and get it back out to Oslagi, but it's going to be taken away there by Max Measing. He'll get it across midfield. Luke Coleman will chase it down. Number 17 in pursuit is Gilardi, and Motter will kick it back out. They'll start it up from that right side in the wing to the right of the Botkins goalie, and they'll move it upfield. Oslagi into the center, and Joshua George will try to see what Lehman can do. He'll come down the center. Guckus on the defense against number 1, Ryan Armstrong.
Yep, and then Lehman's going to get a corner, their first one of the night.
Lehman will get the corner kick. Hey, let's see what happens here. Armstrong will do the honors from the corner. There's 4 up front for the Cavaliers. Looking for Gilardi. He tries the header. Not quite there. And several headers later, it goes back out front to LaForme. LaForme over to one of his teammates as Cavaliers try and get a shot on goal. As number 9, Max Measing, handling it. Measing, dribble picked up there by Paul, as Rylan Paul, as the Cavaliers will pick up the pace here.
And they're Lehman getting their first shot attempt of the night here. Last possession, and there's a handball.
Boy, 12 minutes to go. That's
actually
a little bit of an offensive drought.
Actually, they're going to call a foul there, not a handball. They're on the Trojans.
So with the kick, Brandon Jones kicks it down the middle of the field, handled by Abe Schmeezing. Schmeezing tries to get it over to his right side. Armstrong, he'll chase after it, and he'll come back to midfield. Monin just putting the pressure on. I'll tell you, Xavier Monin, nice player as he moves it downfield. Dribbling down, it comes, pass over the middle, and Paul will take the shot. He'll make the steal, and he'll continue to pursue the ball. It'll come back out to Oslagi. Armstrong on him. Guckus will have it out to the right. Oslagi, and kicked out of bounds there by Armstrong. So toss in will come to the Cavaliers. Oslagi looks for Paul. It'll go to the corner. Paul will dribble the ball in the right side as he tries to move inside, but it's going to be tipped out. Let's see what the call is. I think it should go to the corner. Substitutes for both teams coming in. Hezekiah Bezzi and number 13 and number 17 Tim Schmeezing for the Cavaliers. Number 12 Brendan Thompson also in the lineup for Botkins. Pass towards the middle. Schmeezing, number 17, tries to handle it. There's the kick by by the Cavaliers, number 5, Abe Schmeezing. Schmeezing up to Maloney. They'll go to the right side. Armstrong trying to dribble the ball, but dogged pursuit there by Nate Guckus, and Guckus will take it upfield quickly. He looks for Thorpe. Thorpe will chase it down. Brandon Jones will have it and boot it upfield. Luke Coleman will now have it, and that means he'll get it off to Brent Metz as Dalton Lane will start it up from the right side. That's been a side that's produced results for the Trojans so far here tonight. Van Sciver will kick it out of bounds. And Ware will make that. Lane will inbound it. He'll get it to Nathan Schneider, senior for the Trojans. Clock at the approaching the 9-minute mark. Lane sends it to the left of the goalie. Kick goes inside, and Voizard will pick it up. He'll punt it downfield. Gets a good kick, and Schneider will field it near midfield. Gets it over to Thompson. Thompson pass to Guckus on the left side. Monin to the right of the goalie. Tries to move inside and set it up. Botkins converges down the center, but the whistle blows.
I believe there's offsides there on Botkins. I believe that was on Keegan Thorpe.
Offsides Botkins with 8:06 to go, and the clock counting down. More substitutes for the Cavaliers. Samuel LaForme comes back into the lineup, as does number 22, Michael McFarland. Pressure at midfield. Cavaliers, Hezekiah Bezzi will try to get it over to number 7. That's Thomas Schmeezing, as Cavaliers try to move it downfield. Tim Schmeezing, number 17. Maloney with it, Mark Maloney. Trying to work it inside. Lots of pressure by Botkins. And the Trojans will just boot it away. Brant Metz gets it up near midfield as the Trojans will pull back. Luke Coleman has it. Tim Schmeezing with it. Xavier Monin across midfield. They get it up to Thorpe, who just had a goal here moments ago. Thorpe battling Brandon Jones.
Thorpe, a pretty big guy for a forward, too.
Xavier Monin across the center of the field. Pass intended there for Nathan Schneider, but Lehman will come back the other way across midfield. Bezzi, there's Schmeezing, but Holman's going to boot it away, and Jude Schmeezing trying to get some offense going for the Cavaliers. Botkins on the attack. 5:54 to go. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 5-0, and Will Voizard with yet another save. So far this season, Jude Schmeezing, number 3's been the only offense for the Cavaliers, scoring the goal against Milton Union in the opener. But so far here against Botkins, defense really applying the pressure, and Botkins clearly dominating play. Goes out of bounds, and Cavaliers will inbound it. Max Smeezing will do the honors as whistle blows, clock starts. Here comes the toss in. Colin Chaffee with it for the Cavaliers, number 16 into the lineup, seeing playing time, I think, for the first time. Clock just running towards the 4-minute mark. Smeezing tries to move it upfield, but Guckus with the pickup. Tries to lead number 14, Rylan Paul. Paul to the corner. Paul pass goes back to the center of the field. Maloney has it for Lehman. Thorpe will pick it up for the Trojans. He'll try and get it off to the right side, and a shot on goal there by Devin Monger. And Voizard will punt it away. Holman with the header near midfield. Over to the right side, and it goes past the touchline, so
I think we've seen here today why you see that Lehman, Botkins is state Final Four team, defending WOSL champions. You know, played a very good offense today. You know, they controlled the ball, they've controlled the tempo throughout this whole game, and that's made the difference here. This is an experienced club like we talked about, and you can see why they've got a potential to make a deep tournament run.
Well, an opportunity like this, it's 5-0, but Coach Lynch getting lots of playing time to some of the underclassmen so they can get that valuable experience. Of course, Lehman doing the same right now with 2:50 plus on the clock, and
a very senior upperclassman heavy team for the Trojans too. So except Carson Motter's a sophomore, but I think other than that, I think everyone else in the lineup is a junior or a senior that started, I believe.
Thompson, he'll get it out on the right side, and Monger will have it. He'll kick it towards the center, and Voizard, he'll pull it down. Will Voizard really has done a yeoman's job as the goalkeeper for the Cavaliers. Lots of pressure on him.
12 saves tonight for the senior goalkeeper.
On the attack is Paul.
2 minutes.
Rylan Paul, that is, and booted upfield by Jones. Joshua George on the breakaway, but the Botkins defense gets back. Motter will let it roll out. Haven't talked much about Carson Motter, but boy, when you take a look at his numbers on his career, there's some very, very impressive numbers by Carson Motter.
Yeah, and you know, that goalkeeper, I mean, doesn't get a lot of glitz and a lot of glam, but he does the dirty work there, and he knows what he's doing. Carson Motter, I mean, only a sophomore. We know he's already a solid goalkeeper, and Botkins has got him another 2 years after this, so a nice luxury for Coach Lynch's squad.
86 saves a year ago as a freshman. That's some pretty impressive statistics right there. Here come the Cavaliers, and Motter will come up and stop it. He'll get it back out to Guckus as Joshua George, I believe, is down on the field for the Cavaliers. It's a stop as the clock counts down to 49 seconds, and we have a stop and play. We're our score, Botkins 5, Lehman nothing. We'll return right after this.
At Holman Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Joshua George goes off the field and shouts some encouragement to his teammates. 49 seconds remain in this one. Cavaliers on the short end of a 5-0 score against Botkins. And we're ready to begin play as Luke Holman starts it back up as the clock counts down, and the Trojans will take their time and the ball will go out of bounds, and they'll inbound it. Thompson with it. Schmeezing. Trying to get something to happen here. Jude will take it to the right side, and it's going to go out of bounds. And the clock will run out. Toss in. And that's the buzzer. That's the game. Botkins goes to 2-0-1 with a 5-0 victory over Lehman. Cavaliers fall to 0-2. We'll be back with our stats and final summary right after this.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at Cargill.com.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now. Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Back here at Lehman High School, the Botkins Trojans post a solid victory over the Lehman Cavaliers, 5-0 in boys soccer action. A win in league play, always a good thing for the Trojans, as they have won 5 consecutive league championships, and as they shoot for number 6, tonight's effort, a good one, 5-0. A good solid effort overall. I'm sure there's a lot of room that Coach Lynch will have for improvement, but a win is a win, and the Trojans will go to 2-0-1. Let's take a look at our final stats Brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems.
Like I said, stats tell the story. 5 goals for BOTKINS, 24 shots, pummeling the net all night long. No saves, 7 corners, 4 fouls. We go to the flip side of the blue and gold here for the LEHMAN. No score, but they did manage to get 2 shots in the second half. 12 saves. Well, Boisard had a nice night behind the net. 1 corner and 1 foul for LEHMAN.
And as we take a look at our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco, and he struck early, and he struck twice before it was all over. Our player of the game, Justin Shuga, number 5, a senior for the Trojans, Brandon.
Yeah, and like I said, Coach Lynch loves the senior leadership team. You know, when you talk about this team, you focus on someone like Zane Paul or Zach Ware, who's their 2 leading scorers, for example, but it was Justin Shuga who stepped up tonight, had one of those goals early on in the first 2.5 minutes when BOTKINS scored 2 goals in the first 2.5 minutes and had one late there in the second half. So leading goal scorer tonight, had a nice game, led the team to a good conference victory, and they're sitting at 2-0-1 on the season.
Final score 5-0. BOTKINS with the big win. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Tonight's NKTelco Sports presented by Grand Lake Health, and the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, NKTelco, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman, Minster Bank, Holman Interiors, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Darke County, Rachel's Cakes, and Speedway Lanes. NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school soccer on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 Saturday, September the 5th at noon, Sunday, September the 6th at 6 p.m. Game will be available for 1 week as video on demand at nktelco.com. You can also watch games on demand at nktelco.com/sports and our Facebook page. I'd like to thank our crew here this afternoon at LEHMAN. Our director today, Scott Robinson, on the camera, Mark Fissel. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me tonight, Brandon Koverman. Our final score one more time from LEHMAN: the BOTKINS Trojans 5 and the LEHMAN Cavaliers 0.